their names forward. And I think a lot of Americans consider that cowardly. There's no question
Yeah,
about it.
I do. I consider it cowardly.
So, but regarding these allegations, which I don't think, my colleagues didn't make it up, they heard it from people who said you can't use our name, regarding these geography things about Africa and about NAFTA, are they not true, or are they misinterpreted?
No, it's not true. And I do remember having a discussion about NAFTA as we talked about Alaska's relationship with Canada and how heaven forbid, we go in and just unilaterally think that we're going to renegotiate NAFTA, as it had appeared that Barack Obama, his position was, yeah, he wanted to go renegotiate. I remember having a discussion with a couple of debate preppers. So if it came from one of those debate preppers, that's curious, but having a discussion about NAFTA, not, oh my goodness, I don't know who's a part of NAFTA. So no, I think that if there are allegations based on questions or comments that I made in debate prep about NAFTA and about the continent versus the country, when we talk about Africa there, then those were taken out of context, and that's cruel, it's mean-spirited, it's immature, it's unprofessional, and those guys are jerks if they came away with it, taking things out of context and then tried to spread something on national news that's not fair and not right.
You talked to John McCain today. Did he say that he was going to talk to staff and tell them to cut this stuff out? Or?
He has been doing that in the last couple of days, and I don't know if anything's shifted or not there after his discussion, but John McCain too he's disappointed because he too knows that he, now coming back in his role as a U.S. Senator, he's got a lot of work to do also, and a great amount of contribution that he's going to be able to make to this nation with his experience, with all that he has to offer. We're going to be looking to John McCain as a nation, not just as in any kind of partisanship here, but as a nation, we're going to be looking to John McCain for leadership also. So he too, he wants to put this chapter to rest, get to move on without having to deal with, again, sort of the irrelevant, certainly immature and ridiculousness of false allegations.
Governor, you said the other day that the rumors of you going rogue were partly you trying to call reporters. Did you feel muzzled by the McCain campaign? And who made that decision to kind of keep you from doing interviews?
Well, I don't mind at all doing interviews. Let me just leave it at that. That I know that the media has such a great part in our democracy of allowing the checks and balances. The media is a cornerstone of our democracy, and heaven forbid that a candidate or an elected official shy away from speaking to the media.
Well,
so it was a little bit of a frustration that I didn't get to call more of those shots, and I guess that was sort of the rogue criticism, was she wants to talk to more of the media than perhaps some in the campaign wanted me to, and I just always felt like it's certainly not a waste of time to talk to reporters. In fact, it's good for the campaign, it's good for messaging, obviously, and for me, being able to talk to you here in Alaska, I mean, it's my job, so I want to be able to talk to you.
Did you feel like it showed a lack of faith from the campaign?
Not a lack of faith, just different type of strategy, I guess, and they're coming from on a national level, different perspective perhaps than I have in terms of how important it is that we talk to local media. I think it's extremely important that local media is that kind of that intercession, is the connection between the people and that elected official. Local media counts too, so just a little bit of difference in strategy.
Do you think the Katie Couric interview was a turning point in the campaign? And did you prep for that interview?
Oh, certainly. We prep for all of our interviews in terms of, understanding what the message of the day was that was coming from John McCain, or, the point that he would want to make sure that the campaign was articulating, because daily issues did change, and the message as needed to be relayed to the public would shift a little bit. So yeah, there was always prep for every interview.